Live streaming is on.
Well, good morning. I was kind of waiting for Amin to pop in or Monique, but I can just get started. Intentions, distractions is always a fun way. So my intentions is to facilitate a good call, go over the board, hack on whatever we need to hack on, and just refine some issues. And distractions, I got to get up to my second monitor so I can be more productive in this call. With that, I'll pass it to Hadi.
Okay, my intention is to be updated by you guys because in last week I was too busy. I was in holiday with my family, and my distraction, no distraction. Oh, I just to leave maybe soon to go to supermarket to go shopping, and I pass it to Lauren.
Hey, everyone. Yeah, my intentions for the call are just to kind of sync up with everybody. I'm happy to see everyone back from holidays, and I hope you guys all had a really good time with your families. Yeah, my intentions for the call are the same, just to be in the loop, see where I can help. And my only distractions, I think I'm going to make a smoothie partway through the call, but just because I'm hungry, and I'll pass it to Mohammed.
Okay. My intention is like I think with the work, and we deployed on the beta to finding bugs and fix them. And my distraction is my friends will come to my house in a few hours and spending some time with them. This is my distraction. Yeah. I pass it to Giveth. No. Giveth said. I mean.
Hi everyone. I'm excited to see you again this week. Monique was on vacation, Mama was on vacation. Things goes good with new front-end developer. What makes him slower is the bugs that is due to lack of tests and application. We have issues for that we are suffering from lack of this test, which I want to emphasize that this week. Also, we have launched the new milestone creation forms. It's a big improvement. Yeah, if you drop in on develop, you could see them. They need needs to be polished, but the main part is implemented. Yeah, and I'm not distracted. Yeah, everyone has.
Cool. So I'm going to skip updates this week just because everyone was on vacation, and I think we can go straight into the board, and it'll just be more impactful. Especially since it would just, you guys usually have so many, and it would just be kind of sad to do it. But yeah, let's dive in here to review QA. I see a couple, or maybe. Is there anything in the done column that we want to talk about? Forbid, can't start a campaign. Prevent reprocess. There's some email. There's some email things. I don't think anything there. Unique milestone name requirement. That's cool. Campaign implement is admin in DB. Really cool. Oh, you guys fixed the CSV?
Yeah. It was related to email. It's strange.
Wow.
It was related to sending email. Maybe or no, I don't know. We process events to generate CSV. Some of events were not smart as processed, and that caused an issue. It's fixed now.
Great. Cool. Then Is that merged to mainnet, or is that merged to beta?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I'll at least close that one. Okay, so then add mainnet links to status updates. This is in review right now.
I
think
guess I managed the pull request. It should mean test. Yeah, we should test that. Yeah. The point, we have many changes and develop. We should stop someday this week, and after that we just test, because we are currently just our current approach is to develop again and again and delegate all the tests to another one. But the incident we had this week, we should put some days just to test everything that we have implemented. We have issued an processing events, which had issued and CSV, and yeah, they are related to each other, and we haven't tested as needed. And currently we have some issues and showing the badge, new donation badge, and develop. I don't know what's the reason.
Yeah, maybe our new front end dev can help test for sure. Hadi, if you're down to help test, you're probably our best tester. Is Ashley back, Lauren?
She is, and she wants to get back into helping us out too. She just got back last night, and so I don't think she made it this morning. But
Okay.
yeah, she's back, and I think we're gonna see more of her.
That's great. I mean, then maybe she could also dive in hard. I know, Lauren, you have a lot going on these days, but also, of course, if you'd like to test, it sounds like it's going to be a team effort on the testing of develop, because there's so many new changes. Like especially the proposing milestone flow needs a lot of testing. So it's probably going to take a little bit of time to get out of develop because of all this testing, right?
Yeah, I can do some testing, and I'll also encourage Ashley to jump in here. She's been kind of oh, where do I start? And I'll throw her here. And I'll be like, Ashley, let's test on develop and give it one. Yeah.
This is definitely a great place to start. We're changing the way that we propose milestones, so it's going to be a big one. I imagine that we should just delay, we should really test develop for a week or so, because it's the beginning of the month and a lot of people are going to want to create payments. So maybe waiting until that spree is through and putting in extra time into testing develop might be a good strategy for that. I mean,
a big change. You have many conversation items related to the bridge. We cannot test those because bridge develop bridge is not working. The key that do the check-ins. Giveth, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
You haven't freezed for a few minutes. Yeah. I don't have the key for the bridge milestone. Sorry, develop bridge, and we cannot test all the stuff about the payment status. Whenever the real money moves to the wallet of the recipient, we update. All of this happens, but the point is that we cannot test that on develop.
That key is on the developed server, isn't it?
The key is on the developed server. No, I sent you the email. Let's see.
Because if it's the bridge key, that private key is held on a server somewhere, and I assume you have access to it, although maybe not. I mean, I can ask someone, but
I can investigate again the addresses.
But that's okay. We don't need to and solve it right now. I'm just sure that key, if you have control of the server that is running the developed bridge, then. But if not, then we don't. But if you have control of that server, then you should have control of that key. but maybe that server is being ran on a AWS instance that RJ still controls. I have no idea. Danny, just a quick update. Major action on develop. Amin and Mohammed have integrated the new proposal flow. So like major changes, and also a lot of links to mainnet and a lot of things. So the next week will be very heavy on testing develop and finding all the bugs that are created by these changes, because it's guaranteed. So yeah, that's where we're at.
Okay, great.
Might I suggest, Amin, Mohammed, anything that you especially want to see tested that we put it in the test column, or these two columns? I mean, there's already 23 things there, but it's really good for the testing team to know that these things are things that need to be tested. Okay. Don't allow mark completing a milestone with less than balance. Ooh, wow, that's implemented too.
Yeah, but I don't know that. I mean, we managed that to develop or not?
I merged the portions with the backend. About the front end, no, I haven't.
Oh yeah, it needs code.
So it needs a front end side. Cool. That's cool. Those are great. Okay, so there's all these things that need to be tested. I'll just skip that. So let's talk about in progress. Implementing a search bar for milestones within a campaign. This is in progress, huh? Oh, I guess it's in progress because Marco put a design. Is this something that we want to? Is this part of this sprint?
No.
Cool. So let's move this back to maybe a sprint backlog, and it can come in a couple weeks or something. Is the search? I mean, I know I would use it, but it's probably a lot of work to create a search function, no?
Yeah, it needs some backend implementation. We had such issue in Giveth Giveth 2. We should see how we can implement it. Maybe maybe we need another server for querying the search. Hadi, can you mute yourself, Hadi?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, maybe we should utilize some service from. We should design maybe bring up another server for that, and move the search functionality process to that end. Yeah, maybe mail search is good. Email search was a good candidate. We use that on the US trace.
I know I would use it. I am constantly having to search by just clicking load more, and then I control F. Happens all the time. So yeah, but that being said, I don't know that it's a feature we really need.
And does it need to include archive and page milestones?
Yeah, it should. Yeah, it should.
Okay.
Are you usually looking for a milestone for an individual person?
Yeah, I'm usually looking for a specific milestone. So like the common simulator milestones, right?
Mm-hmm.
That get paid on the regular, but are way down there.
Right, because this is because we're using a single milestone for monthly payments, and lots of new milestones are driving it down to the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So being able to search by the milestone owner is probably. I'm just curious. Are you usually looking for a milestone from a particular person or from a campaign or?
I'm usually just searching the title. Like if I could just type in Common Simulator, for instance, then all of them would show up, and I'd be like, cool. I'm not necessarily always looking for the recipient. I mean, but also we've kind of imposed a culture of putting your name in the title, right?
Yeah, that's why I asked, because I don't know what else we've imposed as a culture for naming the milestone besides putting your name in it.
Yeah, which is so you could just search by someone's name and then you'd see all their milestones. But
yeah, well, right now you could just click on user and you can see all of their milestones if you.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, I'll assign this to you, Amit, and we'll just leave it in sprint backlog. Does that sound pretty good?
Yes, the sprint backlog. That's good. Oh, I'm just searched a little. I found Azure search. Azure has some functionality to search. Maybe good practice we use it. Better than mail search, maybe.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, cool. Need donation badge. Looks like there's a pull request in progress here.
There's some bug related to that. We are fixing that. It's assigned to the new developer. Whenever he's working, we find new issues besides his activities. He's every time he's application trying to test, and he always tell me, "Oh, it's not working." I say, "Oh," and we together find another issue, and it's a good test. So.
Yeah, he's spending all his time testing anyway.
Mm.
Don't allow withdraw milestone. Some pull requests. That's cool. Video attaching is having issues.
It's fixed. Yeah, it's fixed.
So this is closed.
It's fixed, and yeah.
Oh, this is an epic. So there's so most of these.
I didn't test that on the reject proposed milestone, but it's working. And if you drop in on the develop, drop in develop that Giveth and try to create a milestone. It works there. It has different UI than before.
That's the right URL, right? Develop something.
I cannot see that part because maybe you have.
Okay, there we go. It just wasn't loading. I was scared I misspelled something.
Mm. The good point about this is that you don't want to be connected to RingB to propose a milestone. If you don't want to create, yeah, you want to propose, and you don't want to be signed in before seeing the view. Whenever Muhammad loves Better Call Saul series. Yeah, you can use a create new and the top button. He's back.
Yeah, the top button's back.
Yeah.
Wow, how cool.
I guess it should be more compact. It gets lots of space, but the icons can be smaller, less space between them, less padding. I don't know. It's my idea. In order to the user can see all of them without scrolling.
Yeah, you know the current use case is probably payments number one, and bounties are number two, maybe. Bounties are expenses, and milestones are very rarely used. So maybe just switching milestone with payment.
Yeah.
I don't know if someone wants to make
But
that as
it's
an
easy. It's very easy.
Yeah.
Let's create an issue and assign that to new developer. It's good practice for him.
No limit. Cool. I'm going for it.
Wow, how much? And you can see, scroll down and you see the rate conversion at below.
Right here?
Yeah, it's about attaching an image, about your video. You can use the icon about the in the menu bar. You want to attach video or image? Which one?
Oh, I see. So right here, the video.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Now, if this can do this with a timestamp, that's next level. Oh. But we'll see what happens.
No, I just attached the file. I didn't use video.
Oh, wow, that's cool. A new edit image.
It's new library. Its end design is modern and better than updated. What's his name? SRA.
$5 million coming right up. Oh, but it's proposed. Oh, yeah. YouTube refused to connect. Hmm. Let's see. So this seems like it's in progress. Okay, so that's still being worked on. But man, that milestone flow looks good. Wow. That is so nice. So much easier, so much less confusing. Right? Like wow. I feel like I'm going to have my last milestone creation party for the common stack this week. It'll be the last one. I won't have to. They'll just do it. They'll just go and I'll give them a link and they'll just be able to make a milestone.
What about the order? Can you tell it again? The first one should be
Payment.
payment. The second one.
The rest, just switch payment for milestone. Make the milestone the last. We want the user. 95% of the time, people will click payment. I'm pretty sure. Okay, cool. Don't allow withdraw milestone. Refactor and rewrite queue for processing events. Wow, that's a big one.
Yeah, we have some implemented by ourselves queue for handling the events, but I suggest, I mean, to replace it with the third-party queue strong libraries and use that and some refactoring in this part. It's
That's super cool. I would love to rely on someone else's open source libraries.
Yeah. I agree too.
Super cool. Okay. And then sprint backlog. Let's see. We have specify roles of the Giveth platform. Hadi, this is yours. Any updates on this?
Oh, no. It is in the same status as our last session with Monique. You remember it?
Yeah,
It's there.
of course. That was so great. That was fun.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay.
What, do you know what the next step is on it?
I just want to update it according to the new template for milestone. You know, payment, blah 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 blah. Okay, because they are not there. I need to put there and document everything for tester. That is what we expect from payment. That is what we expect from lay. Okay, this is the next step there.
Okay, sweet. That makes sense. Die balance not showing correctly when delegating funds. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. So sometimes, do you guys know this bug?
Oh, you know, it's a very complicated model. I couldn't find anyone to assign that to. I should do it myself, I guess. I assigned that to him, but he's not available yet. You know, sometimes you need to close the model and open that again to fetch the allowance and fetch the balance of a token. You know, it's when you open the model, it sends a request to network to get your balance, and sometimes it doesn't work.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. When I click create profile and please register pop-up, I get a 404. Uh-oh. Oops. Gotta love those oops. Wow.
Yeah, I guess it's fixed. Happening in develop, he said.
Yep. Well, I think this whole... No, yeah, this is beta. So maybe we'll just add this into the testing column. Because it sounds like it might be done. Right?
Yeah, you know, I guess we should use the same library and same practices. You know, we define new components for creating milestones. They are cool. They are less complicated, and we should refactor those. The remaining forms, they are not matched. The stack, campaign, and profile. We should redesign those and use the new library and new hooks. So consistent. Like, if you see the proposing milestone, yeah.
I noticed in that issue it said to test it at develop.beta.giveth.io. Is that's not right, is it? It's just develop.giveth.io to test trace.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so I mean, you're saying that, hey, once we've updated the milestone correctly, we need to update the profile creation. We need to update the campaign creation, the DAC creation. We need to update all these things to use the new tool set.
Yeah, they are easy. You know, they are not much complicated. They're so simple forms. Milestone was very complicated, very complex, because it had different forms. It needs to take care of lots of fields, but those are simple. They have few fields.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want to make some issues for that, or maybe I can ask Hadi? Hadi, could you make some issues for that? Just they're very simple issues. It's like update the campaign creation to match milestone creation tooling.
Okay.
DAC and profile. Campaign DAC and profile. Is there anything else, I mean?
Okay, I got it.
Thanks, Hadi. Okay, switching to wrong network on creating campaign. I guess this is related to that as well.
It's related to refactoring those views.
Yeah, it's just like creation is challenged if they switch things. It seems like we could just create an alert. Expected behavior. When they click the button to create the campaign, there's a check. There's a simple check that says, "Are you?"
They are handled. Yeah, they are handled and milestone proposed forms. It's prepared to, if you are not connected your wallet, a model is shown to you, and you cannot do anything until you connect your wallet.
So are you saying that you want to wait until we integrate until we add the other components for milestones to do this?
Yeah. Yes. If I have, maybe I can make it this week. If I don't have any time, any other important issue, I can do it myself this week. It's easy. If I want, let's assign it to me. I will start working on that tomorrow. The point is that we should close the scope of change in block and make that faster. But it's cool. I can implement this form too. I can implement it and test it. It can be tested for the next week until we close the border. They close the scope of change in this release and make it stable and merge it to the beta.
I mean, that sounds pretty good. We could just we could focus on freezing development at the end of the week. For like on Wednesday, we freeze development Wednesday or Thursday, and then we just go straight into testing hardcore and only developing fixes.
Yeah, you're right. Yes, definitely. That's
Okay.
it. That's what I want.
Who wants to tell Monique that so that
I will.
When does
he will join tomorrow.
You're breaking up? I mean, I don't know if it's for everybody, but what day does Monique get back?
Tomorrow morning. Tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. Reorder milestone, proposing buttons. Don't allow create milestone with capped amount less than limit. So there's some front end work that's required for these to be executed, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Maybe we should implement this as part of the new milestone forms. Milestone.
Yeah. Well, it's specific. It needs to be implemented in the new milestone forms for sure, but it also needs to be implemented in the normal milestone like interaction page, because there's the requirements for proposing which are only specific for capped milestones, but then there's just like you go to the page and you have to pull. So let's see.
Oh, I discussed. Do you hear me?
Now I do.
Yeah, I discussed that with Muhammad. Hopefully, all the milestone proposing, the dated one, new ones, are using underneath the same module. And in its save process, it's care about such situations. We just, if we implement that error, it's not.
Cool. And this banner. Oh, sorry.
Discussion, yeah.
So Victoria's Secret has entered the influencing circles of Giveth now, and is this? I think this also is going to be something that needs to be part of that develop process, or this next round. This seems pretty high priority. And Marco's done with it. I assume I should assign it to Ram.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
How do I make this high priority?
If it's in the sprint backlog, it's high priority, I guess.
Okay. Cool.
And we can make it as part of this sprint.
Oh, yeah. Good thinking. Pending amount remaining. Okay. Add banner, email notification overhaul. Maybe we pause on the email notification overhaul just to prioritize the other work.
That sounds good.
Button alignment, campaign. So I'll just button alignment, campaign page, and mobile is not perfect. Okay. Okay, cool. So is there anything else that I'm missing in sprint backlog that you guys want to talk about? Apply for hosting. This is closed, right? We picked a hosting service and applied.
Yeah, I mean, can't hear you. I mean, you are on mute.
You hear me? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need a server with a static IP with permanent IP to connect database. Me and Muhammad needed a server. We set up it on Azure.
Fun.
Yeah. And we can give you access if you want to has a good proxy on Europe. It's good. It was in Germany. And yeah.
Nice.
And it's just
so you guys have a VPN now?
I have bought from two providers, but none of them works. The foreign ones doesn't provide a static IP, so we brought up a server. Muhammad, he has personally a server. We need one for US, and yeah, it's a simple, cheap server, less than $5 per month, and it's free. We have credit. We have 2.5K credit for free, and we can use that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
thinking about bringing up another requirements there, like database, like the search functionality is a good choice, good candidate right now to bring up on the Azure. It scales on demand, and yeah, it's cool. And also, I'm thinking about moving the CSV server service there. CSV is a very CPU and IO intensive process. If we hold them together in the Azure infrastructure, it would be very fast. And yeah, we should make the Feathers server lighter. It holds all the services we have. It doesn't scale. Of course, it doesn't scale.
well,
Definitely, I'm sure it doesn't scale.
I don't know how everyone else at Giveth feels, but for me, it's really cool that our nonprofit credits can help you guys VPN out this brings me great joy. I assume it brings everyone great joy. Don't be afraid to use it.
Yeah. 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 I don't know, 5, 6 more VPN in my machine. Sometimes I should be in the United States. Azure doesn't allow me to use the European IPs, and sometimes Binance doesn't allow me to use United States. And
of course.
Yeah. Yeah, the point is that some of them are recognized as a VPN, and some providers doesn't serves you well. For instance, the Azure menu was so slow when you are using the public VPN.
Yeah. For sure. Okay, so tracking the gas. This is not going to make it into this developed branch, or is it? I assume it's not.
No, it's about the bridge, of course. It's it's part of the bridge, and it's very complicated.
I think that we just leave this in the new issues, and we let it pass for this run.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's another issue. I thought I reported that East Gas Station, Griff, our service doesn't reflect the current gas price well. I reported in the Discord that when the gas was around 90 or less, it was showing more than 120. So we are wasting some money on doing transaction on bridge.
Yeah, I saw Marco request a suggested gas now instead.
Yeah. Marco suggested gas now.
Yeah. Do we have some sort of protection for if a transaction is blocking the system? If we don't want to be like the Suez Canal, do we have like a way to just replace a transaction automatically if it hasn't gone through after a certain amount of time or something like that?
I should reread the code again. I'm not sure.
Imagine so, because I haven't seen us get stuck in a long time, and I remember we used to get stuck once in a while, and we haven't gotten stuck, and gas has been so erratic, so I have to imagine there's some protection there. And if that protection is in place, we can be a little more conservative with our gas spending.
Yeah, I guess it's possible. Maybe after some time passed, it used the same nonce again.
Yeah,
maybe.
I assume it's doing that because honestly, we haven't gotten stuck in so long from that, and so yeah, I would say let's go conservative and let whatever we have back it up, like use the standard fee instead of the fast fee for gas now.
You're right.
What is this issue?
I didn't create. I just reported on Discord. Maybe we should create an issue and make it as a part of the bridge. Part of the bridge repository. Do you know better service than Gas Now?
No, Gas Now is the best.
Okay.
I mean, there are aggregators that show Gas Now and other places, but Gas Now is the best. I
Okay.
don't see the bridge.
Yeah, it's
The
not
bridge-
added. No problem. Added here. We change it. Oh, I should add it right now.
Who should I assign?
Me. I think it.
You just take it all. I mean, you got to share sometimes, man.
Yeah, after I share, sometimes someone is idle and say, "Okay, keep this one." We have a video call, and I tell him what should be done, and
I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking. Come on.
yeah.
Check to make sure that we have a good way to replace. Did you say that there's some sort of epic that this could go into? It sounds like it's like a.
No, it's a single task, I guess. There is no dependency to that because Bridge itself is individually responsible for computing the gas and using that. So it cannot be an epic. It's just an issue itself.
Well, yeah, I thought maybe we have some issue around like making gas cheaper, for Giveth, Giveth Trace, like somehow like because this will help a lot. This will help a lot reducing our costs.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like I also sort of think that it's not necessarily part of this sprint as much as I'd like it to be. We just have too much going on in this sprint.
I don't think Amin heard you on that last statement. He dropped and came back.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. I was just saying, I think this idea of like optimizing for gas, as much as I would love it to be in the sprint, we have a lot going on. So I think it can sit in the new issues space.
Okay, put it in the sprint backlog. I will see it.
No. But I was saying it doesn't have to be in this sprint.
Okay.
We can save all the gas optimization for the next sprint after we get all this stuff and develop and test it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got it. I got it.
Let's see. So video attaching stuff.
The video link, the link doesn't work. Yeah, the YouTube video doesn't work.
Yeah. Should these just be assigned to Cherik?
Sure.
Or
Yeah. You should. The issue is in progress. We can move it in sprint backlog.
He's taking on the full epic. It's so slow.
Jitsi consumes lots of resources from my machine. I don't know about yours.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it makes my machine so slow. Sometimes I cannot hear you because I guess it's a CPU matter, not bandwidth.
Yeah, assigned to Cherik. It's very nice of Cherik to take that on.
Yeah, Churik was on vacation, so he didn't update his task.
It's okay. Input validation on input number.
Yeah,
Also-
it's part of the milestone proposed. Currently, 0 value is acceptable.
So is this in the sprint backlog then?
It's, you know, Chorik is not reliable in matter of bandwidth, so I cannot say that it will be implemented in this spring or not.
So, but you want Cherik to do it and not someone else?
If Chorik didn't do that, I will do it myself or assign it to someone else. Yeah, it's important.
Yeah, it sounds like it needs to be tested. So I'll assign you, and you can figure out if Cherik can do it.
Yeah.
Add Netlify badge to Giveth app README. That doesn't sound very important. List of I'm gonna keep going. List of address with registered profile in change milestone recipient. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's a cool feature. I think we can leave it out of the sprint though. Let's see. Create. Works on Chrome but not Brave for me. Similar past issue. This has happened. This keeps happening to me. Like, I mean, I keep having this issue. I don't know what it is. It only happens to me. No one else reports it. I don't know. But
Ramin had issue with Firefox on his machine.
it happens to me on Brave. But then I just switch to Chrome and I just pretend like it didn't happen. So
maybe we should upgrade all the Feathers related stuff. You know, we have not upgraded Feathers to latest version because there is some implementation needed for our authentication. We use JW. We use Web3 authentication is not part of the Stone Feather. We should do some implementation. So maybe we have to do that. Maybe because our Feathers libraries are for a few years ago.
Yeah, that's okay. Like, we'll just have to. It sounds like a bigger thing, so we'll get there when we get there. So current balance value. So this is a pretty simple fix. Hadi just wants the columns. Should I assign?
Ramin is better.
I don't think it's necessarily a priority for this release. So I'll just leave it in new issues, or should I put it somewhere else?
Product backlog, I guess.
Okay. Okay, cool. I feel like I think we have hit all these. There's some email things, but we can skip the emails for the next couple weeks. So we can get this huge release out. Is there any other issues that anyone else wants to make sure that get addressed?
I don't on this. I have my usual reminder that there's all of you amazing people working on this team, and I'd love to be able to track your contributions somewhere. So if you're not already speaking up on the Giveth Discord so that we can praise you and get your source cred in there, we sure would love to see your presence there, because the more we see you, the more we can reward you and get you some governance cred too.
Thank you, Danny. You know, I don't know. Is source code related to your payment and Giveth too?
It is. Yeah, this
So-
is incentivization for and just holistic team building too. You know, I see you guys on this call, but not anywhere else. And I realized we just talked about like adding people to the DAO. I can
we're
go.
definitely adding these guys to the DAO.
Yeah, right. As I came into the call, I'm like, wait, we just really missed something here. I don't have any way to have you show up in my data. So this is we can add you anyways if that makes sense. We know you've been attending meetings and stuff. So however we should do that, let's please.
I don't know. Maybe Mohammed loves to attend those sessions. You know, we together every day has a session call. Maybe more sometimes in case that needed.
How many months?
So,
how many months have you been doing this? How long have you guys been on Giveth? Like I feel like Hadi, Madi, you guys have been here for a couple months now.
Oh, Hadi's been here for almost a year. I swear.
Yeah, that's crazy. Major oversight. Let's fix that.
yeah.
I'm 5 months today.
Today.
Yeah.
Happy month anniversary!
Thanks.
I don't know, but you know, personally, I'm a little distracted by family, and I'm more focused on implement and give us a trace stuff, technical stuff about DAO and discussion. I love to hear, I attend and hear, but I know that I don't participate much. I don't know about Mohammed may be interested to participate in to attend meetings like governance meeting. I don't know anyone that you you remember.
Yeah, even just to start with the community meetings on Sundays, like that would be a really great place. Anybody, everybody, whether, you know, especially you guys, and then other folks who are interested in being contributors can come to that. And I'd see how it happened because originally this started with pan distributions from grants that were very specific to Giveth too, right? But it's time that now we have praise coming in and the source cred can be used in other ways. So yeah.
That's actually a really interesting question. Are we going to transition these funds that have been raised from Giveth 2 for Giveth 2 to the general Giveth community?
It is a good question. I can't venture an answer on it, but I mean, the goal, the question is when. I mean, I guess my answer is yes. It's just when is the right time and at what point can we stop segregating that?
I mean, I think we could do that now. I mean, we have to get buy-in from Willie, but I'm pretty sure he'd be totally down.
Cool. Okay, I'll take it. And in the meantime, in the Discord, there's a scheduling channel for upcoming meetings, and our community meeting is every Sunday. Because
the big action step there would be to make source cred work for the Giveth app. That would be pretty huge.
Right, because right now it's only on Giveth 2. And planning, yeah, this is a great thing to go through. I'll put it on my list.
Yeah, we just need source cred. Mateo or Kai would be able to do that in like 20 seconds, but I think we just need buy-in from Willie. And then there's a lot of repos, and you might want to talk to Amin with all the repos that we use. There's the bridge repo. There's
feathers. The most important one, yeah. And simulation that Mohammed is working mainly on that.
Give us one preview, the DApp. Like there's just a bunch. Anyway, I'm late for another call, guys. Have to run.
Happy to see you again.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye.